and members of the PLA, and at the same time he said that there was timely retaliation by the Indian troops, and that led to the members of the PLA actually return to the base, and as a result of which no Indian soldier has lost their life or has been seriously injured, and Indian troops have stopped the Chinese troops from entering our territory on December 9th. So that's the update as it is. Also, just look at the markets. They're doing extremely well as we speak. So we'll keep an eye out on, the movements out here as well, because usually geopolitical tensions or such things do tend to have a bearing on the market. The market seems to be unperturbed by this, as the defense minister has said that, our troops have actually ensured that there was no problems at the LAC with regards to transcation. Let's move on. Let's also talk about PSP Projects. The stock has been surging this year, up 45%. The company has won a lot of orders for civil construction projects in Gujarat from Neela Spaces. And the orders have been worth over 120 odd crores. To talk about this and other parts of the business, we do have with us Mr. PS Patel, who's the CMD and CEO at the company. Thanks a lot, Mr. Patel, for joining in. Before we talk about the orders, yesterday there was a stake sale by the promoters. It was recorded in the exchanges. Can you tell us why was it that the promoters sold their stake, and what is their plan going ahead?
Yes, sir, there is no point of selling the stake from the promoter, but actually we were in search of large investors, and that was the reason. And the liquidity in the market about our shares is a little bit less. So just to create a liquidity, we sold that stake to a good long-term investor.
Any further stake sale by the promoters?
Pardon me?
Will there be any further stake sale by the promoters? It was a 2.7% stake sale yesterday. Any more plans there?
No further planning. Just it was one large investor where we thought we can give it, because just to create liquidity in the market.
Okay. All right. So this is about the promoter stake sale. Let's talk. What do you plan to do with those funds, by the way? It is just to it was just to sell this to a new investor, or will you be using those funds anywhere in any other assets,
Yeah,
so to say?
No. As of now, there is no plan to utilize that money where and how. But it was just to give it to a right investor at the present stage.
All right, take that point. And let's talk about the order book then. You won about 121 crore worth orders and some others as well. What exactly is your current order book status, and what is the kind of inflow that you expect going forward in the second half of this year?
At the start of this year, 23, we envisaged our order book inflow to be 2,500 crore, which we have already reached to 1948 crore till now. And we still expect that further 500 to 1,000 crore, because there are few large projects we are going to bid on. So we are expecting better inflow of order this year.
So expecting better inflow. For the two orders that you won yesterday, what is the execution timeline looking like? And do they come at better margins for you?
Yeah, as far as the margins are concerned, we usually quote based on the margins what the company has been doing since now. And both orders, one is for the interior of airport project from Adani Airport, and the second project is from an industrial company, Deepak Nitride.
Right. Back in the day, over 80%, roughly 85%, if you can correct me if I'm mistaken, of your order book was in Gujarat itself. Your revenues were concentrated in Gujarat. We recently got the results of Gujarat elections as well. So, assuming that political stability out there would be good for your business?
Yeah, of course, any political stability in any of the state is always good for the economy. So, as far as our order book is concerned, this year actually our whole order book is from Gujarat, and in the past year our order book was from almost 50% from UP. Otherwise, we are still hopeful that this order book, which we are expecting to add on, that will also come from.
So are you looking at expanding your order book from Gujarat to other states? Do you have something in Maharashtra? And what is the exposure to private companies versus government?
Usually our private to government is 60-40. Sometimes government is 60, sometimes private is 60. But it will remain in the range of 50-50. And that depends on, again, the opportunities. What type of opportunity, what type of competition it is. But otherwise, there is no as such criteria to maintain that how much we should keep on private and how much we should keep on government.
expansion to other states is concerned, did you have any projects in Maharashtra as well?
Yeah, we have already one project which is slow moving project of Bhiwandi and Pandharpur. That's there in the court, and the other project which we have just bidded as a pre-qualification is in Navi Mumbai. That is on gem and jewelry.
All right. And what about, you spoke about gem and jewelry. Surat Diamond Bourse, has that completed? Have you got all the money?
The project has been completed and we have already got the virtual completion. The people are in the process of making furniture for their own offices, and our final bill is under scrutiny, and probably we should be able to get all the money back by December end.
And the SRA Chandivali orders that you got earlier, for which all approvals were received, how is that progressing?
SRA Chandivali is a very old story, and I think we regretted that order. We didn't accept that order.
Okay. And you're talking about strong order book, 500 to 1,000 crore rupees in terms of orders coming in, which is the visibility. What does it do to your debt, since you will be taking up more projects? What is the current debt, and what will peak debt look like by end of this year and FY24 as well?
See, as far as PSP is concerned, we are almost zero debt company. We have a long-term debt of not more than 10 to 12 crore, which is based on the machinery part. And short-term debt is also 80 crore, which is sufficient for the company. We have a very still an open CC limit from the bank also. So as of now, there won't be any requirement of funds. We are able to maintain our working capital from our net accruals.
All right. And final question then. You said that, the promoters sold because a high net worth individual investor was looking to invest in the company. We also know that, the buyer was Himalaya Finance and Investment Company, which is promoted by Ashish Kacholia. Just wanted to know if you had a word with him on whether he intends to buy more stake in the company, or this is where he intends to hold his holdings in your company.
As such, there is no such commitment, or we had a talk regarding that. It was the first deal which we have made with him, and that was this figure which we have concluded yesterday.
Okay. All right, Mr. Patel, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us an update on that promoter stake sale and the order outlook as well. The stock is flat today, but was buzzing in trade yesterday on the back of order wins that we have been talking about. With that, we'll slip into a break. On the other side, we'll focus on Colgate in our special segment Value Add and a buzzing stock Polycab as well. Stay tuned.